Hello guys and welcome to a brand new video. Today I'm here with JoJo's Bizarre Adventure Stone Ocean Part 2 episode number 11 reaction. Okay, the previous episode we got a confirmation of Foo Fighters death, and she was saved by weather report, but a little bit of miscalculation in the end. She didn't realize that the weather report that she was with was actually Pucci, and that kind of made the situation more dangerous because Pucci was able to come close to us, and like in one shot he was able to get us, like both Anasui and Foo Fighters, and was also able to injure Jolene in this process as well. So yeah, it's crazy, like how like actually being like lowering your guard can make someone this powerful. Like like if this was, if they knew that this was that was Pucci and they were ready for it, I doubt Pucci would have been able to do anything to three stand users at the same place. But since everyone had lowered their guard down at that moment, he came close, and then got him. Like even when he was hugging Jolene, he did not do anything to Jolene because he realized that yeah, he's only in close distance to Jolene. The other two are like far away. So if he tries to do anything to Jolene, they would do something, and they would probably like help her out, and that's what's going to happen. So he waited up until the end where everyone was close enough that he could deal damage, and crazy. And so in the by the end of it, we get to see the baby. He used his own bone to give that to the baby, and now something's going to happen. We don't know what's going to happen. And also Anasui was dying. She tried to help Foo Fighters, while Foo Fighters used her remaining amount of power to patch Anasui up. And in the end, she like says goodbye to Jolene, and as a spirit form, she disappears. So yeah, that's what happened. All right, let's see what happens today. This is episode number 11. After this, only one more episode left for this season. So yeah, let's see. All right, so I'll be putting the subtitles on the timer here. Sync it to whichever is your preference, and let's get started. All right, here's the countdown. 3, 2, 1, go. Okay. Oh, another flashback. Okay. Oh, okay. That's what he told him. Someone. Uh, Gucci was, yeah, that person. There you go. Ah, okay. Oh, oh, is that why he became a father for prison? 14 words. Oh, there you go. That's what he was saying. That's what he was saying. That okay. That's what he was saying in the previous episode. Ah, okay. And was it 14? Okay, something was going to happen. Appropriate location. Oh, oh my God. Wow. So that's why he became, yeah, there you go. Like, it was perfect for the next new moon. Oh my god. Oh no. Wait, is he leaving? No, wait, what? Oh, he's coming inside. No, is he leaving? Oh, he's leaving. Oh my god. I love the style of the dress. It has like a, I think that's what I saw, like a little hole in there to put his ponytail out. That's a very interesting, like design for his dress. Okay, so now he'll just wait. Then what? Then we're stuck in the prison and he's not even here. That means, oh my god. Okay. Like it's kind of interesting. Like Dio talks about the latitude longitude, and he also talks about, like, you need souls of people who have committed crimes. So it's crazy how those two coincided, where, like, in that particular location there was like a, the prison is located, you know. Okay. Oh my god, so even it's crazy how I always think like, oh, finally Dio is gone, and then the next season he comes back again in some way or form. Like, oh boy. Mm, okay. Lock of the jail. Spread away. Oh, Emporio. Uh, yeah, and we're stuck here. Oh no. Oh wait, did he like? Wait, we got this. So how did they get it? Like, did Pucci just leave it or something because he didn't? Huh. Ah. Okay. Okay, so we're breaking out. All right. Yeah, like this guy has Dio with us. Him. Yeah. Yeah. The plan has changed a little bit. Why? What's going on? What about Hermes? Oh yeah, their weather report? Oh. But we have stands with us. Like, what? I guess, but we've seen Jolene use so many interesting ways she used her stands, so. Oh, yeah, the new moon. Oh boy. It'll be too late. Oh, wait. No, no, no. So, he'll need to go over there. Oh, sorry, I made a mistake in understanding. I thought he was talking about the prison, the latitude and the longitude. Oh, so in the new moon, we need to go over there. Okay, to reach heaven. All right, I understand now properly. What the? Who are the new characters? What is that? Is that her stand? Oh boy. All right, so who is this? Part of prison guard or something? What in the? Oh. Hmm. I'm doing it now. Yes. Okay. What? Oh, it's inside the. Oh no. What? Um. What's going on? Is she in a dream or something? What's this? A dream or something? What? Oh my god. Wait, this was written all over her body, like in her stomach? Oh, it did Jolene write it? Did she write it? Go see Emporio. Okay. So she forgets everything. She gets affected by the stand. Yeah, she's forgotten. That's why she wrote it down, I'm guessing. Oh my god. Yeah. When did she write these? Um. Oh my god. What? Why is she not talking? She was talking a minute ago. Probably. How? Like, how can you write like that? Hand, I can understand. Oh, you can retain only two. Oh my god. Oh, yeah. That's why is she not talking to her? Short term up to three things at a time. Ah, two. Okay. Why is she not talking to her? So that's why she has written down. Whenever she remembered something, she wrote it down because she realized she's forgetting. Yeah, yeah. Like she remembers something and she writes it down quickly. Wash your hands over. What? Oh my god. Above. Oh, she's also prison. Okay, write it down. Write it down. Write it down quickly. Write it down. Oh my god. I thought she was like a prison guard or something. No, she's just a prison. Uh, write it down, Jolene. I guess you don't have time enough. Yeah. Oh no, this is just a cycle. Oh my god. Yo, this is a very inconvenient stand. Why am I in the female ward again? And she's again going to say, no, it's just Hermes. Yeah. Oh, she, yeah, she probably realized. Hmm. Oh yeah. Oh boy. She doesn't remember. Oh boy. Leave food ticket. Okay. Why am I in the female ward again? Uh, oh no. She needs to write down each and everything. Like it's crazy. Yo. And that's the one she ate. Yeah, you can take this. Just give it to her. You'll mess up again. Yeah, she'll come again and start eating it again. Oh boy. Oh no. She's again eating it. Oh boy, she doesn't remember. How do you know my name? Yeah. Yeah. Wow, that's fantastic. Ugh. Oh my god. You forgot again. Stop! No, she's eating that. Oh my god. This girl. Wow, you're just having fun now. Like, great. Oh no, she's removing them. Oh my god, I realize what she's doing. Wow. Fantastic. That's a yeah, it's just mm. Like if you're somehow able to go past this, like it's quite easy to defeat her. If you're able to go past this thing, I think so. What matters the most is oh my god. Oh yeah, you cannot remove this. Go see Emporio. Hmm. Oh no, he also forgot. Oh no, what the hell? How? Oh my god. Okay, this is bad. No, 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 no. He forgot again. Fill my water. Need to unplug the power. Power is shorting. Oh no. Like a cycle. Wait, she doesn't know? Then why is. Wait, then how did he get affected by it if she doesn't even. Okay, I'm a little bit confused. Like, she's talking about, like, oh, I guess she probably. Okay, she probably took precautions that, oh, Emporium might do something. But maybe that's why she already erased his memories. No, but she seemed genuinely surprised that it was written go see Emporio. So, okay. Yeah, I'm a little bit confused here because she sees in Jolene's hand it's written "Go see Emporio," and then she says that, oh, like, I feel like I've, like, like, so why does she needs to go to Emporio? And that's what she says. She seems genuinely surprised seeing that she has written "Go see Emporio." But then why is Emporio already affected by her stand? Like, did she erase his memory as a precaution? I think so. That's probably why. All right, let's see. The next episode will give me my answer, I'm guessing. Okay, is that it? Yeah. All right, this episode. Okay, one thing is kind of interesting is that she did not actually remove number 2 and number 3, I think. That was written in her hand. I think it was written like there's something important I must do or something like that. So she did not remove that, because if she removed that as well, you know, she, like, Jolene will actually forget about, for the moment, she'll not actually try to run away or like try to break out. And he did not want her to do that, because she wanted her to actually get tired of repeating the same thing over and over again. So that's why I think she kept number 2 and number 3, which is going to keep her like attempting to run away, but at the same time she's going to fail multiple times. Obviously going to put a mental stress on her. How, like, it doesn't matter how much you forget. Mental stress is a mental stress. It'll be there even if you forget the reason and all that. So which is ultimately going to make her make her abandon the fact that she needs to get out of the prison or something like that. Like, to keep her interest in that whole thing, she did not remove number 2 and number 3. And by keeping that, she basically just is going to wear Jolene down little by little, and ultimately taking away her wish to run away or something like that. So, all right. Okay, this is a very, oh boy, another problematic stand. Uh, like I said, it's probably, if you are able to somehow get past the whole memory alteration thing, you can probably defeat her quite easily. Because I don't think her stand has any offensive power or something. But this is the big problem. Like, you need to actually go past this whole amnesia problem. Like, I don't know, like, I feel like you can just can write in your hand that number 1, like, what's for her name, Mew Mew. Yeah, Mew Mew, find Mew Mew. She is, like, her appearance. No, number 1, find Mew Mew. Number 2, her appearance, how she looks like. And number 3, beat her up, no questions asked. In parenthesis, I don't know, maybe, can that work? 3 things, just like, find her, check her appearance, if it matches, and beat her up. That's it. Like, no questions asked. Like, will that work? I'm not sure. Like, if you're defeated, if your stand is defeated, obviously the whole thing will go out. The whole the thing that's affecting you, the whole memory amnesia thing is going to go away as soon as you defeat her and her stand. So I feel like it's as simple as that, isn't it? Like, 3 things only. But I don't know. I don't know. Julian will obviously question, like, wait, why am I supposed to beat this person up again? But that's why I'm saying, like, in parentheses, no question asked. Oh boy. Anyways, okay, so this episode we begin with a little flashback again, and here we get more information about, like, a few things that happened in the previous episodes got answered, the reasoning behind it. So, all right, so let me read this part. It says, for this to work, Dio says, what you need is the power of my stand. The word Beyond the powers my stand shall bestow upon you lies the path you must travel in order to find the gates of heaven. So it's basically like go beyond the abilities of the world, you know. So to do that you need to, like, you know, which is to reach heaven, you need to do all of these things, you know, like it's like a few conditions. The number one, what you will need once on the path is a trustworthy friend, someone capable of controlling their own selfish desires, which is why he tested Pucci in previous episode to see if he, you know, like if he has some other desires, if he wants to take away his stand disc for his own selfish reasons. He did not do that. That was a test. A person who shares no interest in sex, fame, wealth, or power. Okay. And above all, there must be someone who chooses the will of God before the law of humans. Yeah. The question is, will I ever cross paths with someone? They say. All right. So there you go. He already crossed paths later on. So basically, he has been planning this from way before. You know, like, so before he even met Pucci. So obviously, like, you know, Dio got defeated and destroyed in the end of part 3. Yeah, season 3. So I'm guessing he met Pucci before all of this. You know, like, and all of these happened before. You know, he thought about going beyond his ability, his stand ability, and all that. And you know, like, met Pucci and was able to think that, all right, maybe I will be able to go beyond, will be able to reach heaven. And then obviously the whole thing in season 3 happens, and you know, Dio comes back, and I wonder, like, you know, when does he meet Pucci? After Dio comes back for the second time, you know, like after in season 3 he comes back. I'm guessing he met Pucci after that, or was it before that, the first time? I'm not sure, but yeah, but either way, Dio, yeah, like I'm guessing it's probably in part 3 that he met Pucci or something like that. So anyways, so he comes back, I'm guessing he meets Pucci somewhere time during that. He gets defeated by Jotaro, you know. And you know, like, and then Pucci obviously gets to know about it, and you know, like, and gets to know about the diary of Dio, which Jotaro only knows. And now, like, you know, that's why he's doing all of this now. And okay, like, I can kind of understand the whole time, what do you call it, the timeline at what had happened. I'm not quite sure at the exact time that he met Pucci, but it's something like that. Anyways, additionally, you'll need the souls of more than 36 humans. We saw that who have committed atrocious sins. That is because those who have sinned harbor a strong power within. Of equal note, there are 14 words which you need to keep in mind, which he muttered in the previous episode. Their significance is vital to the plan, so I will engrave them onto my stand to ensure that I never forget them myself. There you go. What is the most necessary is courage. I'm loath to do so, but I must have the courage to relinquish my stand once. Oh, wait. Oh, is that what happened? Like, when he was like, oh, you know, like, you want to take my stand disc? Go take it, or something like that. Is that what? As it gradually disintegrates, my stand will take from. Oh, no, sorry, never mind. I'm guessing he's talking about this part where let go of his stand, and he says, as it starts to disintegrate, my stand will take form and absorb the soul of 36 seniors. So this part, like, you know, let go of the stand. All right. That will give birth to something entirely new. Whatever is born will awaken. And yeah, okay. And once those 14 words are uttered by my trusted friend, the newborn will express a keen interest. Okay. And you know, like, bit Pucci's, like, you know, bone or whatever. In this moment, my friend will trust me as I'll befriend this new entity. Lastly, you'll need an appropriate location. Okay, I kind of made a mistake at the beginning. I thought that the location, the latitude, longitude she was talking about, was the prison's latitude, longitude, where they're currently. No, this comes later on, after this. After becoming this new entity, then he'll need to find this latitude, longitude, and go there on the full moon or whatever. Okay. North latitude 28 degrees 24 minutes. Okay, west longitude 80 degrees 36 minutes. And okay, and now we get to see Pucci's original new form. You know, like we can see, you know, his eyelashes, which is kind of similar to the baby. Go there and wait patiently for the next new moon. Okay, there you go. He kind of explains it. I kind of made a little mistake at understanding this part for at the beginning. Okay, wait for the next new moon. Okay, that is, my friend, when heaven will come. So we have the time up until the you know, like the new moon. Okay, and we see Pucci here with the birthmark, so it's kind of form a new entity. It's like all fusion, all fused together, he and Dio. Like I said, I love his new dress, which has like three little holes for his ponytail. Okay, so Pucci just leaves and he's like, yeah, I have no use for this prison. No, okay, so another thing I realized, so he threw away Jotaro's memory, that means. Memory disk? After knowing what, like, you know, that all these information was in there, I'm guessing, you know. And he got to know that, like, it was in Dio's diary. And that's why he was so, like, you know, so, what do you call it? Hell-bent on trying to get his hands on the memory disk. And he had it, you know, and he used it, and he realized what he's supposed to do. And there you go. And then I'm guessing he was like, I don't need it anymore, just threw it away. And Emporio got it, or Jolene, I guess. Anyway, I think Emporio got it, didn't she? Yeah, and gave it to Jolene, I'm guessing. And Jolene got to know what's happening, and all the things about Dio and everything she got to know. And he's like, Pucci's like, yeah, all I have to do is wait for the time for the full moon, new moon, to reach heaven. Okay, so most of our like, you know, end goal has changed now. Now it's not like, it's not about the disc and all that stuff anymore. It's about getting out of this place and stopping Pucci. So then after that, we see Emporio kind of, you know, like going to Jolene's cell, and he's talking about how everything is just, you know, like everyone's just armed, and it's like the security is high now, so no way are they going to get out of here. Jolene says like, no, like, you know, after reading the memory and after realizing what has my dad has been doing, and the whole thing about Dio, how dangerous he is, and after getting to see that Dio has actually merged with Pucci now, like, I have a new goal, which is to actually stop him, you know. And obviously, like, I need to like, you know, send this memory back to dad as well, but this also is another thing I need to keep an eye on, you know, like, because new moon is going to come very soon. So yeah, now after that, she says like, I'm going to get out of here as soon as possible. And you know, like, she says that you should also come, Emporio. And Emporio is freaking out. Emporio is like, but, you know, like, it's impossible, like, this is like heavily guarded and all. And not only that, like, Hermes and Weather Report, no, Hermes and Anasui, they cannot do anything currently, you know, like, they're still recovering. Weather Report, he is not coming out of his, like, you know, room or whatever. I don't know, maybe did, like, I guess FF's death probably affected him or something, you know, like, because he was the one who kind of helped her out in the end, and still wasn't able to save her. Okay, now Jolene here says that, no, we can do this. Like, for a moment I was like, no, why is he, like, you know, Emporio getting afraid so much? Like, we have Stans with us, like, and we do something about the security. But yeah, makes sense. Pucci left someone here with the stand ability. Like, what else did I expect? I thought maybe he just left. He's like no more interested in it, and he's like, do whatever the hell you want to. I don't care, something like that. But no, he actually left someone with stand ability, which is going to make this a little bit more difficult, you know. So because we're not only dealing with humans, you know, like, who are armed and, like, you know, with no stand abilities, but we're also dealing with someone who has a stand ability, and her stand ability is crazy. So all right, now Jolene asks like, oh, where is the next new moon, and asking about all of this to Emporio. She even asks like the latitude and longitude, where it is. And while all of this was happening, in comes Mew Mew with her stand out. She just comes in, and for a moment I was like, wait a minute, who is this? Is like a prison guard or something? Like what? Just walking around like that. And then later on I got to realize that nah, she's a prisoner, just like Jolene. So like goddamn, like, you know, her stand is just made for this, you know, like outside of prison she cannot do anything, I'm pretty sure. Oh, I think so, you know, like her power, I guess, only works on jail cells or something. So yeah, like, so I'm guessing like Pucci just gave her the stand ability which is like most suited for this place, which is a prison. So yeah, there you go. So she's like, yeah, I have a message for you, don't try to escape. If you don't try to escape, then I'll let you give Jotaro's memory back, you know, like, then I'll allow that only, you know, but you should not escape, otherwise I'll stop you. And Jolene is like, no, like, I'm going to go away. And she's like, oh, you're that confident, why not tell me your name as well? And she's like, oh, Mew. She just tells her everything because she knows he's going to forget, you know, like, it's like she's like, my name is Mew. And she tries to attack her, and you know, like, suddenly something weird happens. The cell, the bars, the jail cell bars, it kind of, like, you know, her stand goes inside that. And I'm guessing this is what it means. Like, what was the name of her stand? Jailbreak something, jailhouse lock. So I'm guessing, like, a stand, like, it's like it went inside the bars of the cell, and since Jolene put her hands out of it, I'm guessing it kind of triggered some condition of escaping, you know, because her hand was outside. So as soon as it triggered that condition, I guess it started working on Jolene, the stand, which makes the person forget, you know, like, everything, only 3 things, you know. And the things and way in the past she'll remember, but recent things she'll just forget. Only 3 things she can remember. And that's why she was not that like, she was not caring, she didn't care much about the, like, you know, names and everything, because she knows she's going to forget. And so Jolene was, you know, extremely confused. She's like, what the hell is going on? And then she suddenly wakes up in the female ward. And this part was so, like, you know, the first time I was like, what's going on, you know, like, is this a dream, what is happening here? And then, you know, like, the Gwes is on top, and Jolene comes down, and Jolene's like, what the hell is happening here, you know, why am I here? And she sees number 1, grab a pen immediately, which is, yeah, extremely, like, you know, important. Number 1, grab a pen, because you need that. Okay, she grabs the pen. And number 2, know that you can only retain up to 3 new things at the same time. Like, out of context, this number 2 is so weird. Like, at first I was like, what are you talking about? What does that even mean? I'm pretty sure Jolene also thought, like, I don't understand. Like, out of context, it seems so weird. Like, you know, you can only retain up to 3 things at a time. And then number 3 is defeat the stand user. Her name is Mew. And she's like, you know, like, taking out, and she, like, obviously so many questions. Who wrote this? Is it me who wrote it? And all that stuff. And there's so many questions, but obviously only 3 things she can remember. Number 4, go see Emporio. That means number 1 he's already forgotten. Number 1 already forgotten. Grab the pen. She doesn't remember it. Okay. Thinking about the peers, thinking about Emporio, and then she thinks about the priest, and after that, blank. She doesn't remember. Okay, after that, I'm really, like, kind of watching this part again, because, like I said, out of context, this part was extremely, like, you know, like, it's so unusual. And now that I know what's happening, if I watch this part again, I can understand properly. Because at that time, I had no clue this was happening, just like Jolene was. Okay, someone showed up, but who? She tries to think about who it is. Okay, she sees the numbers again in her hand. It's her handwriting, she realizes that. And she's like, I have no memory of this. Now she looks at Gwes, obviously. She's like, why am I here? Why am I in the female ward? Okay, I understand why Gwes was so much like, was not talking, because this was probably like the 50th time she asked her, why am I in the why am I in the female war? Like, and the Gwes is like, what the hell? I'm not answering that anymore. Like, she probably answered for the first 25 times, and she's like, nope, I'm not doing it. That's why she was not talking at all, because by the end of it, it's just useless to tell her, because she will just forget. And Jolene's like, tell me quickly. Asks about the pen. She just points towards the direction. She's like, oh, I have it. She forgot about that as well. Oh boy. Okay, now she's saying that, have I written the words down on my body? Okay, and then after she sees number two, she realizes what's going on. And I also realize, I'm like, oh, so that's what it meant by retain up to 3 pieces of information. Just forgetting everything. And like from here on, like like when I got like my context as to, like, before this I was like, what's going on? All right. So she's like, okay, wait, have I actually been asking you the same questions over and over again? Okay, so she's like, answer my questions again, and she gives her the paper, which I guess she wrote down when she had time. She remembered. All right. So, oh no, sorry, Wes wrote that. Sorry, never mind. Talks about the temporary amnesia, that happened. So talk about the short-term memory, only 3 things you can remember. That one. And you can still remember your past, but if you manage to memorize a fourth thing, you'll forget another one. However, since this will not affect your life as a prisoner, you were remanded back to the female wing as of 2 days ago. So 2 days ago, all of these things are happening, repeating for 2 days. Yeah. Okay, so she's been asking the same questions, and then she sees like defeat the stand user Mew Mew, and she's like, okay, so this is a standard tag, and she tries to remember, again forgets. Okay, wash your hands, don't forget to wear your pad. Oh my god. Okay, after that she asks something new this time. She says like, do you know someone whose name is Mew Mew? And obviously Wes answers this question because it's a new question. Like I said, like, she's not answering any questions because she's probably been answering this for like like 5 to 10 times before, and she's like, yeah, I can't be bothered. Since it's a new question, she's like, oh, it's a new question, I'll answer this. She says like, okay, so she's from the floor above, she's a prisoner, peach blonde, bat split ends, about your height. I don't know why she's got locked up, but she's trash. Okay. And then this is the first thing that she asks. The second thing she asks is, where can I find her now? You can see her, she just went past there. So this is the second thing that she remembers. She goes out. No, shouldn't she remember her identity? What was the third? Okay, see, I'm guessing she probably forgot one thing. It's like, yeah, but she just asked her. That was within the 3 things. I guess like the whole thing got fragmented because she's been asking a few questions. A few answers have like 1 or 2 parts, so each of them are kind of, I'm guessing, calculated individually. Like, like when she says like, where can I find her? She's like, oh, she was just there. She just walked past that place a second ago, which is like, I guess, is broken up into 2 parts, so it becomes 2 memories, something like that. That's probably why as soon as she goes out, she forgets the first thing that it was in her head, that her appearance, she doesn't remember it. And she's kind of looking around, and she's like, oh, can you answer my question again? And she's like, she answers the question, And then Jolene gets to know who Mew Mew is, but then the fact that she's in the female ward, she forgot again. So she's confused. She's like, wait, why am I in the female ward again? Like, it's like a whole cycle. And then again, she reads who's Mew Mew. And so there you go. Like, this is a stand that is just, like, that's just going to, like, it's not going to attack you. It's not going to let you run away from here. It's like a utility type stand, I'm guessing you can call. Like, based on specific locations and stuff, it works pretty well. Like, since it's a prison, and like, to make something, some kind of a situation happen, this is very useful. So there you go. Now we see a little bit of Hermes again, and we see how Emporio told Hermes about the whole situation, about Pucci and about FF, and like, she kind of looks at the water, and I guess this was like a way to show us that she was grieving or crying, like, where she holds the glass, it's like her eye is over there, and the drop of water on the glass kind of falls, making it seem as if she was crying, and she throws the water outside, and she's like, yeah, we'll avenge you, FF. All right, again, the whole Jolene situation. She's gone to have some food, but she's forgotten her meal ticket, and the lunch lady is like, what the hell, give me your meal ticket if you want to have some food, and go away. And Jolene goes back, and she's forgotten about the whole thing, about like the meals. No, she wrote like, leave food ticket in here. She comes back and she's like, what am I just doing just now? And then she sees the food in front of her, and she's like, oh, it's my food, like, starts eating it. She's forgetting about it, and obviously this is Gwes's food. So Gwes comes in mad. Gwes is like, what the hell, Jolene, you just ate my food. I was keeping my pasta to have it later on. And Jolene's like, okay, fine, like, take my meal ticket. And Gwes is like, all right, you gave me your meal ticket, please write it down, otherwise you'll probably think that I've lost it or something, like, and try to search your meal ticket, when you've actually given it to me, even though you've given it to me. Now she wrote it down, and I gave my ticket to Gwes, and she sees the stand user thing. She's like, wait, stand user? Oh, who's the stand user? Again, she's forgotten about the stand user up until now. Like, my god, this is just insane. Like, and she's like, okay, I need to go find Emporio. And it's true, like, at this point, a person who knows about the whole situation and who's like a third party can help Jolene out in this situation. Like, obviously, Gwes is helping us out a little bit, but she doesn't know about Pucci and everything. Like, she's no way she knows about it. Emporio knows about it, so he can probably help out in this situation. Now, and she sees, like, like, I've given my ticket to Gwes. She sees Gwes talking to the lunch lady. She realizes what's going on, and after that she's like eating her food. Well, not her food, but it was Gwes's food, Okay, now in comes Mew Mew. And the first thing that she did here is just completely like, like a just out of, I don't know, like, just out of spite, she does it. Jolene's confused. Jolene's like, who is this lady? How does she know me? The next thing she does is completely out of spite. She's like, oh, like, cockroach here in my boots. Puts it in the food and puts mustard and ketchup and everything. Oh my god. 3 things she said, like putting mustard, putting ketchup. You don't like, do you like dressing? As soon as she said all of those things, she forgot about the cockroach. She starts eating the food. And I'm like, what the hell is this? Like, you don't have anything better to do? Like, than just messing with others? Like, what? Now, after that, she drops the whole, like, like, so there you go. Like I said, the whole cockroach thing, she just did it out of spite. Like she didn't need to do that. Like what the hell? The next thing I can understand what she did, like spilling the drink or whatever, to kind of just remove all the writings. I can understand why she did that. What about the cockroach? What the hell? That was just for your fun, I guess. Like, it's like this is the thing about all these like characters in JoJo. I've seen this before as well. Like every person who gets to stand, they're always always just be a complete like just out of spite they do so many things where they don't even need to do it. Like there's no need of actually doing it. You just do it because they're like, haha, screw you, like that type of a thing. And as soon as they get their hands on a stand or something. Now the next thing that she does obviously she kind of starts just removing the things, like saying, oh yeah, I just spilled your drink, let me do something to you, let me just wipe it away. Takes the cloth and starts wiping away the things that were written in her hand, and like it's like removing them. She's like, oh, let me see what's in your pocket. And Jolene is confused. Jolene's like, what is going on? Like, no, I don't know what's happening. She dropped my drink. I guess she's kind of helping me out. That's nice of her. I'm pretty sure Jolene was thinking of that. Doesn't even realize what's going on. And she left the two things, number 2 and number 3. Okay, number 3 was, wait. You know what? Let me go back. What was number 2 and number 3? Number 1 was pick up the pen. Number 2 was, I guess, wait a minute, where is it? Okay, number 2, know that you can retain up to 3 things. Okay, that one. And number 3 is defeat the stand user. Yeah, these two she kind of kept written because, like she said, she needed to wear her down. If she also removed those two as well, it will Johnny will probably not do anything and just give up or something. And she didn't want that happening. She wanted to mentally wear her out as well. That's why she kept number 2 and number 3, which is she's going to see that again, and she's going to think like, oh, what's going on? All the new things she wrote down, she doesn't have that, not the thing that Wes gave her. So she'll be confused. She's like, okay, what's going on? And try to find everything out again, like back from square one. And it's going to her mentally, she's going to get worn out day by day, like repeating the same thing. And she says it's actually difficult than losing your all memories. You'll continuously repeat the same experience. There you go. And be painfully reminded that everything you do is useless. An artist's feedback loop that results slowly erodes your spirits. That type of thing. There you go. Okay. Now, there's one thing I have to say here. It's kind of interesting. Like this is like short-term amnesia, that kind of thing. Here like we have a movie. I don't know if you guys know. Probably you don't know. A movie like this where like someone like gets a short-term amnesia, like he was involved in it's like a revenge story. He gets involved in a like he and his wife both get involved in with some gangsters and stuff, and the gangsters kill off his wife in front of him and hit his head very hard, which resulted in amnesia, short-term amnesia, things she sees again, he again forgets and all that. And then he has everything. It's like a photograph for everything, oh, this is what's going on, I should do this, I should do that. Even the light switches in his home, he's written it down that this is this is that, everything he's forgotten. And he does his own stuff, goes back home, takes off his shirt all the time in front of the mirror, and in his in his body he has written down revenge, kill this person, her wife's name was killed, and take revenge, and everything is there. And as soon as he sees that in the mirror, he gets reminded of all that things, and his revenge, what do you call it, the will to get revenge gets ignited back again. And he remembers it again, and he always keeps striving and tries to find out where his enemies to get revenge, and that continues happening every time, all the time. He wakes up, he forgets everything. As soon as he takes off his shirt in front of the mirror, she sees that and he remembers it, that type of a thing. It reminds me so much of that, this whole writing down in the body thing. Anyways, that was a different thing. Okay, so Jolene is like, all right, so Jolene sees number 2 and number 3, and she realizes something's happening. And she tries to recall again, recalls Emporio for a moment, and as soon as she recalls Emporio, she just stitches it in her hand because she realizes that something's wrong. Why is number 2 and 3 here? Where's number 1 and the other ones? I'm guessing she probably realized, and that's why she stitched it. Like, you cannot do anything with that. That's part of her stand. Stitched it that go see Emporio. She won't forget this one ever again. And she's like, this is the only thing that I need to remember. All the other things I can do it on my own. And like, she's like, I need to go and find Emporio. And here we see Emporio is also in the same situation, like, so he also went, like, so wait, so I'm guessing this part I'm a little bit confused. So Mew Mew also used his stand on Emporio, otherwise why is he, like, affected? Like, he has also written everything down in his hand, and it's like he's like stuck in this place where water has fallen down. It's like a short-circuited electric line, and all the time she tries to go there, and whenever he remembers something else, he forgets the fact that it's electrocuted, that place. Always goes and, like, electrocutes himself and remembers it again. And like, and then he again thinks of something else about Jolene and all that, and again goes and gets electrocuted. And like, memory 1 was, I have to pull the plug before I die. Memory 2, no, sorry, memory 1 was something else. Oh, memory 1, I spilled my water. Okay. Memory 2, I have to pull the plug before I die. Memory 3, I'm being electrocuted, the power is shorting. Otherwise, I can't leave the room through that exit and meet Jolene. Switches again, that becomes number 4. So number 1 he forgets that, like, that she has dropped his water. So he goes there again and gets electrocuted, and becomes a cycle. And, like, you'll probably think that, oh, how difficult is it to kind of remember 3 things? Like, he can just remember that, like, something like, oh, don't touch that, like, don't touch the water. That can be like one memory, and then something else. You can easily do something like that. Why is he, like, fragmenting all the things, like, oh, spilled my drink, electrocuted place, short-circuited, need to find Jolene? Why is he fragmenting all the memories like that? Can't he just think of one thing, be like, oh, don't touch that water? That will be one memory. Another memory is like, go find Jolene, and another memory is something else. Like, he can easily do that, you might think. It's not that easy now that I realize it. It's basically everything's happening in your head. Like, you cannot, like, thoughts and everything comes automatically in your head, and you cannot properly, like, segregate it, or properly just, like, just like a library, like, you cannot properly just stack things one after the another. Memory and thoughts are just going to come one after another automatically, and it's extremely difficult to kind of be like, oh, I'll only remember these 3 things. It won't ever happen. Some other thought is automatically going to come in. You cannot stop it. Every time your head is thinking about something. So that makes it actually difficult. Like, you cannot be like, oh, I'll only remember this thing, and this thing. It's impossible. You cannot do it like that. And that's what I realized now. I was thinking, I was like, why can't he do it like this? Like, one thing, second thing, third thing, and that'll be it. It's not that easy. Like, he thinks of one thing, and then suddenly starts thinking some other thought comes in his head, which he's not supposed to think, but he cannot stop himself. Thoughts come in and go out of your mind automatically, and that becomes number 2, which kind of messes up the whole process. That type of thing. So, like, your mind cannot be empty all the time. There's always something in your mind. If you can keep your mind empty completely, like, maybe like some extremely, like, I don't know, like some people who are very it's like extreme concentration or something, like godlike powers, maybe they can do it, like, completely make their mind empty and only keep 3 things there. Not normal human beings. Automatically things are going to just pop in, and as soon as it pops in your head, it'll become number 1 or number 2, and the whole thing will get, like, disturbed. So there you go. That's why Emporio is always, like, in this cycle, and he cannot, like, properly do it, and it's always, like, getting electrocuted like that. Now here, this part again a little bit confusing. I thought at this moment, okay, so Mew Mew knew about Emporio and also did the same thing to him. That's why he's suffering like that. And then here suddenly Mew Mew says, I have to go see Emporio, question mark. I remember seeing something like that on Jolene's arm before I wiped it off. I suppose I'll have to confirm it though. There you go. That means she doesn't know about Emporio. You know, this statement proves that. Why is Emporio affected then? If she doesn't know about it, did he automatically get affected or something? I guess probably like, you know, like, oh, I'm guessing, you know, it's just a guess. But when Jolene got affected by Mew Mew's stand, you know, by putting his hand through the bars, you know, like the stand was inside the bar. So she probably, I don't know, something happened. She probably like, you know, like started doing something weird, you know, like started repeating things over and over again. Seeing that Mew Mew probably left. And maybe Emporio came out and Emporio probably tried to reach in through the bars and get a hold of Jolene or something and be like, oh, are you okay or something? What's going on? Why are you acting like this? And as soon as he put his hands through the bar, maybe that's when it affected him as well. I don't know, this is a complete guess. But that's the only way. That's why, you know, like, that's why Mew Mew also doesn't know that Emporio, she needs to check out Emporio. And like, you know, Emporio is already affected by her stand. She doesn't even know that. Maybe that's what's happening here. I don't know. Because it's kind of unusual that she doesn't know about Emporio, but at the same time, Emporio is affected by her stand. So that would mean that like Emporio somehow got involved in this without even Mew Mew knowing about it or something like that. I don't know. This is just a complete guess. Like I said, the next episode will answer my question probably. And Emporio is like, you know, suffering. And here we see that the thing that's short circuiting, you know, he cannot just take out the plug as well, because it's connected to a computer where there's everything about, I guess, Mew Mew, you know, all the sticky notes and everything is kept over there with the picture. So I guess that's why he cannot pull the plug out, like, you know, like, or something like that. And he's all automatically getting electrocuted all the time, and it's repeating like a cycle. All right, another crazy stand we got here. It's a very specific stand, but it's perfect for a prison. And oh boy, Pucci played his game up until the end. He just kept everything, like, you know, he just made sure that Jolene cannot run away from here. So now the only thing I can see helping out Jolene at this point is if she somehow is able to go and contact like Emporio cannot probably help us out because he's also forgetting stuff. Maybe Weather Report, Anasui, or Hermes. Hermes, we can see Hermes has kind of recovered, so maybe Hermes can help out, or something like that is going to happen. We'll see. The next episode is the final episode of this season, so yeah, we'll see about what happens. Anyway, so that's it. That was my reaction to episode number 11 of JoJo's Bizarre Adventures Stone Ocean Part 2. If you guys enjoyed this video, be sure to press the like button, subscribe if you're new to the channel, or you haven't subscribed. Comment down below anything you want to say, anything you want to let me know, and I'll check them out. And that's it, guys. So thank you for watching, and yeah, I'll be back hopefully tomorrow. You know, like, I kind of skipped one day before, but hopefully tomorrow I'll be back with another episode and the final episode of this season. So yeah, see you guys then. Until then, goodbye and have a nice day.